is Perrine Ruby. I'm an INSERM researcher in cognitive neuroscience working on dreaming at the Lyon Neuroscience Research Center, France. And as surprising as it may be, we are only few neuroscientists to address the issue of dreaming at the experimental level around the world. I am one of the maybe 50 neuroscientists around the world to address this issue either in psychology or in cognitive neuroscience, whereas hundreds of them are working, for example, on sleep. And this contrasts quite well with the great interest for this topic in the population of many cultures for centuries. One possible reason for this state of fact is that dreaming is a very difficult issue to address at the scientific level. Because dreaming is totally out of control. You cannot ask someone to dream on command. Just try, you will see. And for a scientific investigation, obviously, it is quite an issue. So this is the first point. But the second point may also be that it is still very difficult in 2016 to get some fundings to work on dreaming at the experimental level. And money is the sinews of the war for research or for anything else. But anyway, let's try to make you dream without putting you to sleep. Here is the typical night of a young, healthy subject. During your sleep stages are changing according to repetitive cycles of 90 minutes. You enter first sleep stage 1 for 5 minutes or so, then stage 2, and rapidly after, you enter this deep sleep for quite a while, and it is only at the end of this cycle that you will enter the sleep stage, which is called rapid eye movement sleep, or REM sleep. And at the end of this sleep stage, another cycle starts, and this again until the end of the night. And if you awaken the sleeper during any of those REM sleep stage during the night, you will most probably get a dream recall. In fact, in average, you will have a dream report in 80% of those awakenings. And it is the reason why, since this sleep stage has been discovered at the end of the 50s, REM sleep has been associated with dreaming. But when you have a closer look, and if you awaken the same sleeper during any other sleep stage, any other non-REM sleep stage, you may also get a dream recall. You will have less chances to have a dream report, but still, you will have one in average in 50% of the cases, which is for sure not negligible. And you will also have a dream report. It is also possible to have one if you awaken the sleeper in the first sleep stage, in the first sleep cycle, which means before he entered any REM sleep stage. Which means that the dream he has here cannot come from the memory of a previous dream from REM sleep. In other words, contrary to the common belief that we are dreaming only during REM sleep, in fact, it is not the case. We may dream in any sleep stage during the whole night. So in other words, we have many opportunities to dream each night. And if you ask a representative sample of the population, you will learn that, in average, people recall a dream once a week. So it follows that dreams are shared by everyone. You don't know anyone who would say, I never had a dream. I don't know what you are talking about. And it also follows that dreams, the experience of dreaming, the memory of dreams is very frequent. It's not every day, but it's once a week. It's part of our daily lives. And for some reasons, dreams are considered not worth of interest in many cultures, which is very surprising and which is a big contrast with the amazing aspects of dreams. Because when you are asleep, during dreaming, you are in a virtual world in which just anything is possible. And to illustrate this point, I will present you some dreams which were drawn by the dreamers who dreamt them. So it is real dreams, and it's no interpretation. It came directly from the brains who had those experiences. So in this virtual world, you may travel or fly in some kind of amazing futurist vessels. You may also meet some supernatural creatures. You may enter a three-dimensional fractal world. You may be a ship shooting hands. You may also decide to detach your head from your shoulders to look at your back. And obviously, you may be attacked by monsters or fight with enemies. And yet, the only risk you take is to awaken in the case of a violent nightmare, which, by the way, are very rare in the healthy adult population. So, dreaming is a virtual world which is harmless, full of possibilities, surprises, and good time. And in fact, you may even take control of part of the scenario if you have a lucid dream, which means if you gain consciousness that you are dreaming while you are dreaming. And in this case, if you are lucky or if you train, you may manage to decide the action you want to do in the dream. For example, here, put back your head on your shoulders. And in the population, 12% of the person are having frequent lucid dreams. And if you are one of those, the action you will most probably choose during your lucid dream is flying. You may fly without any wings because you don't need some, or you may choose to change your arms into wings, whatever. You just do whatever you want. And in fact, this choice would be a quite good one because flying dreams are typical dreams, which mean that the majority of the person in the population had at least one flying dreams in their lives. But still, flying dreams are not very frequent. And if you ask anyone in the population, you will find out that less than 10% of the person had a recent flying dream. So lucidity may be a good way to increase your chances to fly during your dreams. And if you are fed up of flying and still lucid, you may choose another enjoyable action and enter an erotic dream, which is, as for flying dreams, most unfortunately typical but not very frequent. And only 8% of all dream reports are erotic. But dreams are not only enjoyable, they are also a possibility to gain insight. You maybe encountered this previously, struggling, having difficulties with some kind of issue or problem during the day, and finding a solution, a new way to address it during your sleep, during your dream. And in fact, many scientists or artists claim that they were inspired by the dream before their discoveries. And it is the case, for example, of Frédéric Kéculé, who had the idea of the ring-like structure of benzene in a dream before he put it on the paper. And what is also really interesting is that you may gain also some insight into your personal life using dream reports and discussing your dreams during wakefulness in relationship with your waking life. So you understood that dreams are freeing the dreamer of any or all the constraints of the waking world. And by this way, they are promoting creativity, they are providing entertainment, and most of all, they are accessible to anyone, anywhere. So you will agree with me that dreams are nothing less than a democratic miracle. Thank you for your